Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work. You need somebody?
When I need proof, I pray that I find the truth. Feel like it's pulling my tooth, and what's done in the dark slowly letting me loose. My love right by my side, she know I ain't got no proof. Picture me, tossing in my sleep. I'm fighting demons alone, she hugging me, screaming we. Picture somebody bringing life to your life. Got the plug, told Virgil, right wife on my wife. Nigga, easy.
We back on another shit.
Oh God,
The rust.
You still rusty? Last week wasn't enough?
No, sometimes sometimes it take you a couple weeks.
You stupid. Lord.
But no, we back.
Holla.
Back on another episode here on My Brothers. We had some stuff that we have to finish here and discuss
Some shit we had to finish.
before we actually start, getting into the topics of the things that we're going to talk about this season. But I believe that question was why we changed our name. And why did we change our name?
That is not fair.
The masses.
That is not fair.
Why ain't it?
The masses would like to know.
People ask me, I'm like, I ain't telling you shit.
That is not fair. All right, so should we get into it?
Come on, bro, get into it, bro.
Because I didn't know how, because I could simply answer why we changed the name.
So it depends on the ball in your court. Because if you say something off the wall, I'm a serve it right up. Serena and Venus just.
All right. During my 4 or 5 weeks of sitting on the couch, recovering from my knee surgery, I ain't had shit to do but think. I was just thinking and putting a lot of shit into perspective, going through shit at home as well. And I quit. And what actually put the battery in my back was Rome text the group and was like, yo, I feel like niggas ain't on a shit, man. I feel like it's a lot of bullshit that's been going on.
I didn't use those words at that time.
I mean, so to speak.
All right.
And Steph gave this subtle ass answer that he always gives that I don't like. And I was just like, you know what? We have been bullshitting. So because we've been bullshitting, I got a lot of shit going on in my life right now. And I'm going to take a step back from the podcast.
So, if you guys remember correctly, season 1, it was 4. Season 2, it was 3. Season 3, he tried to make it 2. So, the way they say that Steph Curry and the Warriors took a trip all the way to the other side of the world to meet with Kevin Durant, we made Ant take a trip all the way to the other side of the city to meet with us. He tried to quit. When he quit, I'm looking at you. I'm looking in your eyes. When he tried to quit, I tried to be a friend first before it came to this podcast. I said, you know what? I'm going to give you 2 weeks.
I sure did.
So when he quit through text. And I text back in the group chat. I don't remember what I said, but it was something that was just like,
You didn't, bitch. You left the conversation.
I'm sorry. You know what? So, for those of you who don't know.
In my mind, I'm like, I was supposed to leave the group first.
But here's why I did it. So, in the middle, right? In the middle of his text, I'm playing Madden. I'm not him in Madden, but I'm almost him in Madden. I'm close to him. Not him, because him don't play. but him. So it had like 10 questions, right? But because he's a brother first before anything on this podcast and a best friend all these years, I left the group chat.
Stop shaking the table.
Shake the table. This bitch is shaking the table. No, so I felt like I owed him that. So not to bombard him with a bunch of questions and then him not answer the questions the way I wanted him to answer them, I left.
He wanted me to answer him.
I left. Steph instantly called me. Yo, bro, you good? Nope. But I'm not dealing with this right now. I blew main man out. The game was close. You quit, his ass got whipped. It was your fault.
Yeah, that nigga be alright.
He has not beaten me. Probably 2 games before that. We played like 8 games. He's not beating me ever again. And it's all your fault. Because every time I play him, I get the flashback. This nigga quit when I was playing Madden. So every time and I'm playing Madden, I feel like you're going to take me tell me you quit.
Learn life.
So, I said, yo. Give a man 2 weeks. I text him personally. Listen. Love you, bro. If you need me, I'm here. More important than this podcast, you're my brother first. I'm going to give you time. I'm going to give you 2 weeks. All right, cool. No problem. I would say the group chat was silent, but I don't know because I left.
I personally text him.
Gotcha.
And then I was a little petty. I started deleting accounts and shit. Like, Dropbox, what the fuck we need this for?
Create room on your phone, right?
Huh?
Create space on your phone.
Yep.
So, that's funny. I didn't hear this.
Dude, that is
This is the
hilarious.
first time you said this. This is funny.
That's funny.
So then, couple days
Trillo.
go by. Trillo was definitely it was what's the
Oh shit.
it was uninstalled. I said I think me and Ed probably told a couple times I never brought up nothing from the podcast. Didn't bring it up on purpose. This nigga texted me this long message and it was all the stuff that he had in his phone from the pod. Right? I looked at it. I said, "What are you talking about?" You ever get a message so long you gotta tap the 3 dots to finish it? He sent me one of them drawers.
Oh shit.
I said, oh, this nigga think he leaving. You got a message? Could we leave? Because you keep saying you quit, but you ain't quit. You took a hiatus. You went on a break. You took a break from the
I
break.
sent you all the stuff that
Didn't
y'all
care.
would need.
Didn't care. And I read it, right? I read it. For the first time in my life, I sat there and read 32 paragraphs.
Nigga, cause he don't read for shit.
I told y'all. I said, damn, I forgot we said this. Oh, snap. Yo, this nigga not leaving. Yeah. So remember all that stuff I said about how you was a friend first and a brother before this podcast? I meant all of that. However, I gave you more than enough time. So not only did you send me your resignation letter, because when he quit, I told him he didn't quit. You sent me a resignation letter, and then you tried to ask for an exit interview. No. Nope. Not quitting. I said, I think we should have a conversation. So we had that initial conversation. I said,
That's
okay.
funny because all that pod shit that I sent them, and I labeled it pod shit.
Literally. SHYT.
Pod shit, but it was literally
Everything.
all the pod shit.
Everything.
And yeah, I was just like, yeah, I don't need to share my phone.
So I said, hey, buddy, you ready to talk? I was trying to give you space, but then you sent me all this shoot. I feel like it's like a breakup, and you're not going to break up with me, so can we have a conversation? So him and I talked. He voiced some concerns. A lot of violent stuff. This stuff goes on behind the scenes, so y'all don't even know about this. I'm not telling y'all neither. A lot of violent
Well,
stuff,
I mean,
though.
that's what this episode is for.
No, I mean, yeah, I'll let you tell them. And then we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down? We're going to go in? We're going to go in. We already argued, so it's over.
Yeah.
And you see the nigga sitting here, so he was trying to quit, but he ain't quit. The other nigga quit. He quit.
He ain't had violent reasons.
And his money did. So we had the conversation. I said, yo, you should bring this up. So I said, yo, we should have a meeting. So we scheduled a meeting. The meeting was supposed to last 1 hour. Right?
Shit lasts like 4.
It's like 4 hours. But I'm going to tell you what made it worse. We didn't win. It was a meeting.
It was like 3 because I
We didn't win it for
like
cheesesteaks.
40, yeah.
We didn't met up at D'Alessandro's together, got our cheesesteaks.
Well, I didn't meet at Dallas.
Yeah, because he went to sleep in the car. But we let him have that because he was trying to quit and we didn't want him to quit. So he was the
Stupid, yeah.
at that moment he was the star player that didn't have to practice.
I told him, what? I'm on Fridays, nigga.
Right. We met, we talked, we hashed some things out.
Niggas was eating cheesesteaks with a fork.
Niggas was definitely eating, oh yeah. Was I supposed to give somebody a prize for guessing that right? Because if so,
I think Shiz, you said whenever he wanted them, he was gonna get them.
I don't remember what it was. Oh,
Those
wings. Got you.
He
Yeah,
ain't-
sure,
I
ask
don't
the
think
question.
I'm assuming he ain't never tell you or ask you what. Yeah.
Saw him 3 times since then. That nigga forgot about food. Something ain't right. But yeah though. So, we sat down, hashed it out, argued a little bit. Tough conversations. And the nigga still act like he was about to leave. So I like, bro, you not quitting. It's no way. One of the things that I said, one of his things was about the name change of the podcast. Ant never liked the name because he felt as though it put us like in this box. Where other people have said that as well, I didn't agree with it. I still don't agree with it. However, I understand where they're coming from. If you was listening last week, you would have heard when I had the conversation when I could have sent it to the group chat with the fellas or send the conversation to the group chat with my married brothers. It's a difference. And at that moment, I understood exactly where you were coming from wholeheartedly. It was literally that moment I'm sitting there texting like, maybe that's why this nigga want to change the name, because I send it here, these niggas ain't married them. Fuck somebody up. Send it to the married group, the response is going to be a little different.
Yeah. Also,
He tried that wasn't there day one.
That I understand that. There was another thing that made me understand the name change. And that was our meeting that we had on Thursday.
yes, we had our
We got. I ain't gonna tell you what we got. But we got it. We got it. Goddamn.
He's a fool.
We got it.
So
But when you said that, I was like, okay, now I
we've
understand.
had other business meetings, but I think this was like our first official like that made it feel real. That I mean, this is that meeting. And when we was explaining, and I was explaining this shit to what we were explaining, because we all explained different aspects of the pod.
You
to
know that's
him.
the first time that we actually all did that, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was stoked.
Sitting there like eating my pizza. I was like, oh, nigga, we made it.
But we were saying something to him, and in the midst of me saying the stuff that I'm saying to him, I'm thinking like he's still gonna catch the drift, right? But when we told him the old name and why we switched, I think later in the conversation, one of y'all said
I think
something to him.
Rome had said something.
Rome said something to him, and he was like, "Yeah, but I ain't married though." And Steph was
everybody
like,
said it.
everybody was like, "That's exactly why we changed the name." So it was more so like, me personally, I never liked the name. Now, the reason why I never liked the name is because of the topics that we touched on. Like, infertility is not a black married thing. What's some other topics that was like real crucial?
$5 in strip club.
$500 in the
Nothing to do
strip
with
club,
marriage.
like curfews,
T-shirt, no drawers. Get nothing to do with marriage.
leading in your marriage. Like, yes, the aspects may be different when you come to different like cultures and stuff like that, and like white people might do something this way, Arabic people might do something. Yeah, but we took pride in not doing what all these other podcasts do and fully breaking down topics that nobody else talk about. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts, so if you could show me another podcast who talked about infertility, show me.
If
I
you show
don't
me,
know one. I
show
listen
me.
to a lot of them and a lot of big podcasts. I don't know one that did, and I'm mad that like our episode that we had, especially with folks right here that deal with that, like it didn't get where it needed to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that like that's a reason you change your name, so your name could be broad. Like, we not just gonna make it by being black married men. Like, we not. Like, it's already stigmas placed on black men and married men. Like, it's all over social media. Niggas be all in my DMs and they be married. Niggas don't even got hush money. That is like a running thing on social media. Like,
I never saw that, but that's wild.
exactly.
Yeah,
So it's like, so having that narrative over black married men, and in the podcast space, a lot of women shit, a lot of dudes be like, yo, like, niggas just be on here being misogynistic and all that. Like, that's why men don't need a microphone in front of their face. They take the superior shit to a whole new level.
Put a microphone in front of your face, bitch. All they do is talk about being hoes when I was a hoe. I don't care about that.
I mean, we had our whole episodes.
We did.
And wholeness.
Both sides.
Hoism.
Hoism.
Hoism is not just a black
It was a
thing.
hoetization.
So it was just like, yo, like, we're gonna stay who we are if we don't broaden our name. And this is not like, it's a podcast. So the first thing is audio, then is visual. So when you got people that's going down their whole little list of things, and we ain't celebrities, we ain't get money niggas, we ain't popping in the city, so of course we gotta so of course we gotta make it from the bottom up.
Started from the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't athletes who already got a following, so
We don't have athletic bodies.
well, we had athletic.
I don't. Yeah, a little bit. A little chunky.
I was there for like a year.
I was never there, sir. I was there as a kid. I was a great bike rider, great rollerblader. I could have been on X Games.
But yeah, it's just like, man, like we not going to get to where we need to be by boxing ourselves in twice, actually 3 times. Like, black, married. Well, I guess you could say men, depending on the climate.
Hell,
that
it gotta
you're-
be 4 times because niggas ain't working. I'm just saying, there's cats that ain't working.
And like, just not being known, not being like having celebrity or famous status and nothing like that. So we literally got to work 8 times as hard to get our name out there. And also, hold on, I mentioned this during season 1, and
No, you mentioned it before season 1 started.
I did. Now, this was a problem. One of the problems that they have with me is that I don't speak up. I don't speak my mind. Like, especially when it comes to this venture right here. Like, but I always thought that I was a day 2 nigga.
We had receipts, nigga.
And they brought out receipts, and I was actually a day 1 nigga. So if I'd have known that I was like a full on, like when I mean day 1, day 2, day 3, like, they came to me with this already, like, ooh, souls. They came to me with this, and I jumped on board. But when I jumped on board and I seen that they had topics and the name and all this stuff solidified, I'm like, all right, I'm day 2. They never said like, yo, how you like the name? Do you like the name? Like, how you like the topics? Do you like the topic? They never said none of that to me. So I assumed that it was just they had what they had, and I'm coming on to add to it. And it was a lot of stuff that I wanted to add or added to, but I just didn't want to be like taking this shit over. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I played my part to the best of my ability and do what I need to do.
Got a question.
Yes.
Because I never asked this question. When we got this LLC and we signed that paper and the percentages are broken down, did we not all have the same percent? Just saying.
Then I just say he do good with putting shit in perspective. Yes, you're right.
I saved this question for the pod. I could have asked you this months ago, but I didn't want to.
You did.
I saved
You
it.
Yes, we all had the same percentage.
I have no further questions.
I have a question.
But
I have a question.
Oh,
what's up?
shoot.
Because you said that we didn't ask you. I actually feel like I did. Because you asked me what the name meant. And I told you what it meant.
And we told you we were trying to get the logo to be
You
original.
said BMMW, and I was like, what does that mean? And
Yeah,
you said,
and I went in depth with it.
yeah,
about
but
it.
that's not saying how do you like. I said I like the acronym.
So
You
then
didn't say how do you like the name was the Black Married Men Working Podcast, BMMW. Everybody like all
Production company coming out soon.
yeah, that too. Everybody like women always say they want a BMW. How about we give them our version of BMW? And I'm like, the acronym is dope. Yeah,
Yo, but the funny thing about when he first said that, I said, this thing sound like Billy D. Williams. Like, you can actually do that. That could have been the intro alone.
which is why we picked you to be the host of the pod.
That was supposed to be the intro.
And they ain't changed it.
I'm not gonna say Ant changed it. Something happened. I forget exactly what happened.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ant changed it. His day two ass.
Yeah, that's another thing. Perspective. Why would we let you change something if he was a day 2 person?
Let's just say that one of the day ones that tried to make changes.
So
couldn't
it's a
make changes.
difference between the intro, a slogan, and the actual name of something. It's an add-on to the name. So like lessons and listen, right? They already gonna look at that and be like, "What the fuck does listen mean?" So now we gotta explain it. So now after we explain it,
I'm not explaining it no more. You better listen to this episode. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you now. I ain't even gonna explain it. Ain't gonna explain it.
so like when people say it now, it's like oh shit, yeah, I get it, Like that's
They'll
dope.
be getting it though.
I haven't came across somebody who didn't understand it.
Maybe I ain't explained it right.
Like what?
And you know what I said? Listen to the episode 2.
In the beginning, when I mentioned, yo, how y'all feel about changing the name? Rome, one thing Rome do, right? And I told him this shit the other day.
You wanna fight?
No.
Oh, all right.
One thing about Rome, right? If he's like hell bent on something, or if he like I don't know how the fuck Barack campaign didn't change this nigga, like, cause he don't like change. But when it comes to things like a podcast, change is gonna be so frequent, like it's gonna have to come. So when I said it, no, I don't want to change it. It's us.
That's not what I said.
What?
I said I don't think we should change it first. I don't think we should change it.
You did not say you don't think.
I don't
You said
think-
You said no. We shouldn't change it. That's us. Why we got to not? Why can't we be who we are? That's not what you said,
No.
Steph.
Can you let me tell my side of the story?
Steph.
Don't put Steph in this.
Y'all asked me to talk. Fucking
What I
talk.
said was, I don't think that we should change it because that is who we is. If that's not who we are, and your response was, yeah, but look, and this makes me mad about it. Okay,
Or here you go. My fault. Cool beans.
I almost left the group chat again, bro. Just for me to wait 10 hours later to talk about what I meant by this, that. I'm not doing that, bro.
That's why. If
I know exactly why you said what you said. I know exactly why. But I'm terrible too. Because it was something. What happened? It was something that happened in the group. With the meeting thing, right? And I was trying to structure the meeting. And you was like, no, I think Ant should do it. I said Ant, a Ben Simmons meeting. And Ant was lost. Ant was like, I don't get it. I said, if Ben Simmons would have dunked the ball on Lil Ash, Trae Young, it's a possibility we could have went on to the next round. But he didn't want to dunk the ball, and he passed the ball. And because he passed the ball, messed up the whole play. He was like, you stupid. You messed up my joke because it was funnier to me when I said the Ben Simmons meme.
No, I understood it though.
I just like
It was-
talking shit. That's all.
But no, it was just like when I. Some people have good ideas that think they gonna work, right? And remember, I say good ideas that think they gonna work. I ain't say have a idea and think it's gonna work. Some
Remember,
people.
Einstein had good ideas, and now he in debt. They took his taxes.
When I had a good idea and I knew it was going to be combated with just like a bunch of not understanding anything about it, I was just like, I'm not going to say it. Like, I'll put it out there, and if if it don't go the way I thought it was gonna go, I just be like, chalk it. It is what it is. We can stick with the old shit.
Let me ask you a question. And this might be a reach. You sat in the class, you learned math. They told you that 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? Did you just say, okay? When they told you that 2 plus 2 equals 4, or they actually showed you the work to get you to understand why 2 plus 2 equaled 4?
Yeah, and when I put 2 fingers up and I put another 2 fingers up and the shit equal to 4, it was proof.
Correct. So if you bring an idea and someone doesn't agree with it at the beginning, you can't just leave it there. Prime example, hey, get an iPhone. I don't want it. Then I go and tell you all the features of the iPhone, which you still didn't want it. you still ain't want it. But I had something to go with it to prove my point of why it should be this, that, and the third. So if the question was we should do this, that, and third, and then I say, is that we are who we are, right? And then you just say, okay. You ain't even try to fight for, not that you had to like physically fight, but it's like you ain't even try to, cool beans.
This is all you can follow your own words as well, because if I say it and you didn't say, can you explain why? You never used to say explain why.
You're 110% correct. But I also thought
you do it now though. You do it now.
You want to know why I do it now? Because that's how I can get stuff out of you. If I say whatever, you're going to shut down.
Don't do it to get shit out of me. Do it because it makes your understanding better.
Here's the thing though. So, all right, I don't think we should change it because that is who he is. Is that not who we are?
Yes.
That was me. No, but that was me. That was me giving you the boom. It was I answered the question with a question, but it was a statement and then a question, right?
You don't see like the enforcement behind it?
No, I don't. Because can't nobody force me to do shit I don't want to do. But if we're having a conversation,
you didn't force that. No, what I mean by
he called me Solo Sokoa.
I don't think we should change it because that's who we are. Is that not who we are? By you saying is that not who we are, that's like you like it's kind of like you're forcing me to like shy away from the new idea that I had and stand firm in what we have right now because it's solely based off of one fact.
I have one question regarding.
Do you get what I'm saying by that?
Was this text?
I don't.
What?
When his statement, was it text?
That statement? Oh, I said this on the phone multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. So when he
no, it was not text. It was verbal
That's
conversation.
what I'm saying. So okay, so I can understand that probably your tone made him feel that way. That's also what I'm saying.
Bro, we do this. We've been doing this for years.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with tone. It's the fact. It's what he said.
Yeah, but
like,
I mean, so
tone has nothing to do with is that not who we are. But that don't got nothing to do with it. It's the fact that he said what he said. That is that not who we are? Is him labeling what he said as a fact, and I can't do nothing about it because
that's
it is
not
a fact.
The reason why I'm asking
if that was the case, we wouldn't have changed the name now.
Because the reason we changed the name is I fucking quit.
No, listen. No, we didn't. Because even when you went, listen. Even when you went back and said it, I literally explained the same exact thing, and then you went more in depth of why you wanted to change the name.
Again, because you asked me. You said, all right, bro, this is the like third time you said it. Can you explain why? You never said that the first 2 times.
So, okay, you're right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get it. But
it also lets me know that you actually care a little bit. No, you got me doing this shit. But it like, and that's another thing. If I'm getting the sense that you don't care, it's like, why even try? Which led to the me sitting in the dark and shit for 5 weeks with a fucking messed up knee or a repairing knee. Like, so these niggas don't give a fuck. Like, they don't care.
So
like,
here's the thing, and I think this is one of the things that we're going to have to agree to disagree on, right?
Absolutely, and we do that well.
I think we do. So with this particular situation, the response that, all right, what I wanted from you in that moment and what you wanted from me in that moment, we just didn't give it to each other.
We did.
So
and
you wanted me to ask the question.
Some deeper shit for us
right,
to get
right.
there.
And it's like, it's no beef. Like, because this is even with our friendship. You wanted me to ask the question that I wanted you to just go on with it.
Yeah, and we was both trying to get to the same thing. I was more so trying to figure out if you cared about the future of this pod. and that was actually my next step before you asked your question. But I was just like, do these niggas care enough to accept change for the betterment of the pod?
Understand that.
So the reason why I asked what I asked, because this is what I want to. This is what I've been learning over, because I took a communications class recently.
Ooh, fancy.
And it's more so because I work. I gotta train these people like now, and like the way I say things like in text message, like, cause I like when somebody asks for help, mainly I'm typing, so like I'm picking and choosing different words so they can understand my tone that I'm asking, right?
Bro.
So
I'm doing it now.
the reason why I said that is because if I was to say the same statement that he said, right, and then I would hit you with, "Is that not who?" Like, look, like if I did, "Is that not who we are?" and said it in that tone. Do you feel as though you could have?
I still feel the same way.
Okay.
Because I still feel like,
You feel like it was a double down.
okay, absolutely.
No matter what the tone.
No matter the tone is.
Got you.
No, bro, listen, like, it's like, come on, bro. Like, we married, bro. Like, you love Shar, you love Amani, you love Tashira. Do we not love our wives? Like, don't sit there and try to put that guilt on me. Like, that's what I feel like. I'm gonna feel like, and I just said it in a tone that's like endearing.
Yeah.
It still feel the same way because what's behind it.
So for me, after knowing this man for 20 plus years and having that conversation 3 times, the only way for me to get out what he really wanted to say was to ask him to explain it. Because it's like literally, like we're saying the same thing. Well, not in that sense, but it's like, all right, I'm saying this, you saying this.
That's
I'm
gonna be
saying
loud as
this,
shit, and I
you
have my
saying this.
headphones on.
And it's just like, bro,
That's gonna be loud as shit.
Yeah.
like what happened? So you know, and again, like I mean, I said it when we talked. I apologized then, and I apologize in front of the folks.
And I apologize for stuff too. So, but
We
you got no question?
no, not a question. I'm just saying that we all reconcile and we on the same page and we making moves. So do us a favor and tell them what Lysa mean, because sometimes I don't even know what that shit mean.
So,
You gonna tell them how to pronounce it the right way, like you told me?
Yeah, Lysum.
It's not an S on it. That's why everybody listen.
Google,
all right,
what
so,
is it?
so before we,
Say, what's your
before we,
podcast? I said listen and listen.
all right. So let me just let me continue to explain, because sending the names was the end of everything. I felt like
Hold that thought. Shout out to Ant, because Ant came up with the cover art for the logo, and I feel like the logo alone, feel like it was sexy, bro.
I hate that you just did that because I really wanted to say we. Fucking talk too much.
I mean,
Now I quit. Now what? You want to edit it? I quit. I ain't picking up shit. And I'm taking my money when I quit. I'm taking all my stuff with me when I quit. If I put $1 in it, part of it is mine.
So like I felt like niggas was treating it like a hobby. Like hobbies aren't taken serious. It's just like one of them things that you like you pick up and you could put it down when you want to. Right? Yes, it could be it can be helpful to you in certain ways. It could be therapeutic. Like a hobby can be therapeutic. We literally came on this John every episode last season and said like how these topics were therapeutic to us. So the seriousness behind it, the passion. Again, we're all married men here with families, kids, real life shit going on. Like right, but I think we too old to have something, and then again, maybe everybody didn't see the vision. Shar put something in perspective for me, right? I'm explaining to her, like, babe, we're all on this yellow brick road, right? We all got our own yellow brick road going to
Yellow brick road, though.
we're on this gold brick road, right? Like going to the castle or where the fuck was she going? See the Wiz.
to the word.
To the Wiz, right?
Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. The wizard is the
He's
top
a wizard,
the top
he
of the
lives
podcast game, right? Like get this out the way. The podcast industry is damn near $1 billion industry, right? So we could tap into that. I'm quite sure we can, right? Let me just get that out the way. But on this gold brick road that we're all on, Rome, me, Steph, right? Every path is different. But at the end of the tunnel, we are supposed to see the same thing. With the podcast, though, we are different entities outside of the podcast, but within the podcast, we should be one entity. When everybody has a different road, it's like, all right, I see his road about to curve a little bit. Fuck his road. I see his road about to go up and then come down. Fuck his road. I see my road about to go down and go up. And they saying, fuck my road. That's how I was feeling. I was feeling like we were supposed to be on this road together. Like, yo, don't do that. Try to get that road to come back this way. And don't do that. Try to get that road to go straight. Steph, don't do that. Try to get that road to go straight. It wasn't happening though, if that makes sense. It like the road to success was completely different. Like we just looked at it completely different. Like Steph was going through stuff with his mom. I was going through stuff. Rome was going through stuff, right?
Ricky quit.
All that. But for some, like during certain times, we always managed to still form like Voltron and get the job done at the end of the day. But when it came to bigger things, we just couldn't do that. And bigger things could have been like getting bank accounts and stuff like that, so we can like get different loans or apply for different grants or get a credit card and stuff like that. It was just everything just wasn't adding up. It was just like, and yes, man, we got wives and shit. Like my wife come first, but at what point are we all gonna put the same time, energy, respect, encouragement, passion behind this pod so we can get to where we gotta go? I just didn't see that happening at all. So before I go into another season of feeling like this, putting my time and energy into this shit when I could be putting my time and energy into something that I can do by myself and channel it the way I want to without having to get two people to understand where I'm coming from, I'ma quit.
So looking back on that decision, you think that was fair?
At that time, yes, because y'all were showing me that, and this part could be selfish. Y'all were showing me that everything else was more important than the pod, which is a fucking fact, right? It's a fact. Yes, it's a fact. Everything outside of your marriage, everything outside of your marriage don't equate to your marriage at all. Like it's your marriage, your life, then the pod. But we come in here and we talk about things from our marriage, our life, on the pod. But it's still not adding up.
So I'm gonna stop you right there. And I think that was a good analogy. Marriage, life, then the pod, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it's two things before the pod, but the three still coincide to get the therapeutic aspect, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now, that wasn't... My issue was the reason that you gave for quitting, right? And then the conversation that we had was two different things. So the only time that I felt that you were selfish, and this is why I said we need to have this conversation amongst everybody, because you literally talked about how you wanted to quit because, and this is at first, it's the very, very beginning, because you wasn't doing, it was you wanted to contribute more to home, you wanted to be there more for your kids, you want to be there more for your wife, and it was like something else. That was the original conversation.
Yeah, and that was real. That wasn't fake. No, you know why it was real?
Wait,
because I seen y'all doing it.
No, but, so here's the thing.
So it was just like, if they doing it, let me do it, and that's gonna be my that's gonna be the top excuse.
I get it. Right, exactly. So you took all the other stuff put it at the bottom. You use that one. Just that one alone. And I said, I don't believe it. We gotta dig a little deeper. But like, come on, bro. Like, 20 plus years. I can't piss on you and call it rain. You can't piss on me and call it rain. Hell, we can't piss on each other and call it rain. Like the three of us together. So when you said it, yo, did Ant tell you what happened? I was like, no. I told Steph. I lied to Steph. No, he didn't tell me. Because there was no way I could have said to Steph and then not like went into a whole rant. Nope. But in the same breath, if I know it's BS, and I just said that it was BS, but that what like, again, that was a very important part. But you led with that and then kept everything else hidden. As my brother, I'm going to protect you. As my brother, I'm going to protect you. So I didn't tell him that that's what you said at first. Talk to Ant? No, not really. Said some shit about the pod. Told him I'd give him a couple weeks to talk about it. But Rose's verse, if it was you, I'd have did the same thing with him. Mm-hmm. So, and again, no, it wasn't a beef. Like, it was never a beef. But I am my brother's keeper, especially if my brother's doing the right thing. Now, if you're doing the wrong thing, hey, listen, it's your fault. But it's like, in that moment, which is why I left the group, because I can't. Me leaving was to protect the relationship and the bond that we built, because it would have been selfish for me to just be like, no, you got to tell me now.
Urgency and accountability didn't play a factor in the first 2 seasons until, like, it's been so much accountability and urgency since I quit. So it's like,
because you brought it to us.
Right. But it's like, without quitting, I was trying to instill that. I'm not going to say enforce. I was trying to instill that within the first 2 seasons. See what I'm saying? And it just wasn't happening. But it was like, yo, I gotta quit and then come to these niggas and say everything that's real and from the heart. And then it's been a change since. But it's like, damn, why I gotta go this route to be like for us to get here?
It's a gift and a curse. I don't think that, this is just me, and stuff you may feel the same way or differently. I don't think that you had to quit for that to happen. I think that there was a cloud, right, over the podcast. And again, it's no shade. It was a cloud over the podcast about communication from day one. You may have felt some stuff that you didn't say. Me, Steph, Rick, Monty. When I realized that I was over the cloud was literally the moment when the most reserved person snapped out. But remember, prior to that, I was at work earlier and was on a conference call, and that's when it started flowing. Now, anybody being petty, but it's like I'm telling you this, and this. Either you gonna take it or not, right? Took that, came back the following season. All right, cool. It was good. We got better. Literally every year, one of my goals is to get better and better and better, which I think we've done from season 1 to now. Again, no shade. If you're not going to shape up and shape out, we don't need you. And that's literally the mindset that we have now. So literally, yes, I hate the fact that you had to quit to come back for us to have a conversation, to be on one accord.
And this could also be selfish too.
A little bit.
Like,
he didn't say it yet.
How did Hov get to where he at? How did Diddy get to where he at? How did
do that.
Why can't I didn't say Jeff Bezos because he's divorced.
No.
I ain't even gonna say Diddy then.
Thank you.
How did Hov get to where he at? How did Russell Wilson get to where he at? Who's another married figure?
You had to grow up and boss up.
How did DJ Envy and Charlamagne get to where they at?
We gotta mature.
So, but what happened within these things? Like, niggas got caught cheating, niggas did all types of shit, and they still with their wives, and they still became billionaires. They still out here getting money. They still out here being successful. See what I'm saying? So it's not like, and I'm not saying, yo, certain shit, put your marriage on the back burner and let's get this shit done. I'm not saying that because
none of us never said that.
Right, because Niggas is out here getting it done.
Right.
Niggas is out here married, being billionaires with their wives, making shit happen. How can we not be that way? When I was like, yo, we could repost the first 3 episodes and the week before, get a little bit of traction. This could be for the new listeners, let them know where we came from, where we got to now, right? Amir just got killed. 15 shots, right? So when the episode didn't come out Wednesday, like I'm trying to get my mind off the shit, which is why I went out last week with B for his birthday. Like, let me just get my mind out, go out here, drink, do what I gotta do, get my mind off the shit, right? I gotta bury my little cousin. Steph was like, yeah, like but you ain't send me the joint, the description.
Mm-hmm.
Got 15 reasons why I ain't send it. Each bullet is a reason.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But that shit was happening all season 1 and season 2.
But I also think he understood it, which is why he didn't reach out.
That's exactly why I did.
But see, and here's the difference.
Yeah, but
Cause
we had a plan.
Listen. And when I tell you, and this is not trying to make my situation any different. When I tell you, I know exactly how you felt. I know exactly how you felt. Because literally y'all kept saying, yo, we're not potting. Yo, we're potting. And I cried on the pot.
But that's different though, because we talking about him literally piecing together 3 sentences.
No. And again, I get it. I get it. And I think it's something we talk about often, but it's one of those things where I think all of us do it, but it's a subconscious thing. I think we all overstep, but not want to overstep. Right? So for 3 seasons, the pod description was coming from you. Now this is just me. I don't even know exactly how any of that is done. It's crazy. I know I'm terrible. Your mama. I would have literally copied and pasted the same description and put it on there. That's me.
And that could have been it.
No, but
it's 3 old episodes.
Right. But again, we all, and I think it's one thing that we've gotten better with to a certain extent, we all have to understand each other. Your mindset is not there. So for you, it's like, damn, I didn't send it, but you could have. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Stepmom said, well, he didn't send it, but I don't want to bother him. I don't want to just pull rank and just take over and just do it. But then he also said, not necessarily, but and if I'm wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. But he also said, bro, I just think there's better, more Ben Simmons shit. I just think that it's better the way that you word it. I didn't want to word it. For so long it's been coming from you.
But what'd he do though? What was the end result?
I think he did it. But it was,
and it was good.
Well, listen, but it was
normally I text me like, no, stuff that ain't it.
But it was after communicating with you. So the big downfall for 3 seasons, well, for 2 seasons, was communication. He communicated with you and got the okay from you. Am I wrong?
No, because once you said just to do that, I was like, all right, cool. Because again, like he was saying, we all when we were on our break and we were all trying to we were talking about staying in our lane, knowing what our strengths and weaknesses are. We can say this microphone here is black, it is about 5 inches tall, etc., etc. That can be a description for me. Rome can go more in detail. I feel like you're the most detailed person when it comes to your words. You're a poet. So I didn't want to cross my boundaries.
I
didn't want to cross the boundaries like, okay, this is what Ant does. This is what he says. This is one of his contributions. I know he's not feeling good right now. I know he's not in a good headspace. I'm going to leave him the fuck alone. If it don't happen, it don't happen. That's how my thought. When somebody is hurting, no matter what kind of pain it is, I don't bother them. Whatever shit that we have, you may have said, yo, Steph, on this day, I'm going to give you $100. And if something happens in your life, fuck that $100 until you feel better. That has always been.
I might need that $100, bro.
That's how I always operate.
Yo, I'm just checking up on you. And hopefully you remember to give me $100. But if you don't remember it, that's fine. I'm not bringing it up. but that day, everything all right, bro? All right. No, I'm just checking to make sure, like, I know this, that, and third happened. And it's not that, like, one thing I get from my dad, I hate. I say a lot of stuff jokingly, but there be some seriousness in it. But I'm checking the temperature.
So
I don't check temperature. When something's
This is-
going on, I just
this
never
is
I know.
this
I-
is so
I've been funny.
I know so this is part of what I was talking what I'm like talking about. We had a timeline, right? Why I was like, yo, let's incorporate 3 old episodes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from the old joint before the next week when the new episode come out is because the timeline was the skit, the
I know.
different strokes, right? Then we were supposed to have another skit. Didn't work out as planned, right? Yo, let's put out 3 episodes the week before. So the buildup of the promo. So yes, I'm coping. I'm grieving, right? But I also, and could be selfish. I also like in the midst of me, yo, I gotta get my mind off this shit. Let me focus on the pie hard for one day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because we ain't got no promo in between the first skit, which came out 3 weeks ago, a month ago. So we about to go a whole month with no promo for season 3. So my mindset was, bro, like I literally got my mind off this to focus on this, to get away from grieving or to help me with grieving. Yes, I could slip back into that slump real quick. So it's like, all right, I'm multitasking.
Before you finish, and I just be in my own world sometimes. Literally what you just said, did you communicate that with anybody?
Touche. Fucking motherfucker.
So how we supposed to know that? Like, and again, life, but this is the point that I'm trying to get, bro. Life happens. Life has been happening. The last 3 years, we all been smacked hard as fuck with some BS, bro. Like, all of us, collectively. Hell, COVID shut down season 1.
Yeah.
Came back later than expected season 2 because you had a baby.
I didn't want to,
I
though.
know you did.
Cause that
know.
was me.
Again,
That was me.
I know.
Not putting my outside life in front of my real
Correct.
life, but it's just like, yo,
But I
at
want you to
some
think
point,
about it.
this is basically what it was, right? I love ball. Love ball. I ain't get that dream done. I'm right here with y'all. I ain't in the fucking NBA.
Me neither.
Right?
I supposed to be a 6'7" small forward.
I love rap. Nigga, was
I supposed to be a 6'7" small
we
forward.
was not supposed to be 5'11".
5'8"? Didn't make it.
We was not supposed to be on 6
Nope.
feet.
Nate Robinson.
So it's like,
Can't dribble.
all right, that ain't happening, right? 2 things that I'm passionate about. I love rapping. I love ball. I love rapping, right?
He said, but I love ball.
So I love Lisa. Why we here right now, bro?
Because I'm a punk.
So it's like, I'm like, dog, I didn't make it to the league. I'm not on the world tour with my man going each and every city with a mic in my hand. I'm not a world-renowned fucking chef. Okay, I found something else that I'm passionate in. Because it's not like, I remember the argument, not the argument, but the discussion we was having with Best Man Chapters when Robin had a whole bunch of shit that she wanted to do, but
You put it on hold.
she put it on hold, but he told her, like, everything that you do, you never completed. So it wasn't like, so it was like, damn, like, I felt like that, like, and then it's not like I'm bullshitting, like, I really wanted to play ball. I just never lost weight. I just never got fit, but I always loved ball. I really love rapping. I never not try, like, I always try to come back and make a comeback. I'm currently making a comeback now. Y'all heard the outro on the last episode. So it's like, with this, I know this is a feat that can be accomplished. This ain't like I ain't gotta, this ain't no podcasting, ain't no young man's game. Rapping is a young man's game, right? Until you get older and now you're solidified with your OG status. Ball is a young man's game, but when you get older, you're solidified in your OG status. Within those things, we got multiple people. We got Nas, Hove, Ice Cube. We got LeBron.
Going to Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like we got
Reggie
people
Miller, yeah.
that's like solidified in these joints that let us know it could be possible.
Right.
Within the podcast game, this ain't no young man's game.
Agreed.
So what my thing was like, no, dog, this shit is easy to be. This can be achieved, but behind that, we gotta have communication. Yes, but I mean, like as far as like the sacrifices.
Agreed.
Some sacrifices gotta be made.
I get it.
Right, and not saying like I can say it, and when I think it's true, like finances is not the end all be all within our marriages. Like I'm well aware. I'm 100% positive in that. Right. So our marriages is based off something else. So when it comes to that aspect in our marriage that we can achieve is like, all right, like it's nothing like, and maybe I'm selfish again for thinking this way. Like, bro, like we, like finances is not like we not doing this to get money, but we can get money out of this. But we also got to be passionate about it. I've seen how niggas is passionate about a shitload of stuff, and they get it done. How is this something as easy as? Well, I won't say as easy as. Getting behind somebody. It ain't easy.
Before you stop, before you finish, I got a great technique that we should do, right? Just so we
Is
can
this
all
something
see.
that we should say behind closed doors?
No. I'm saying it on air because they need to hear this too. 1 week, right? You host. 1 week you do a quotable. 1 week I do a quotable, so we can see how easy it isn't for each other. You see what I'm saying? But no, like real talk though, because the one that was on I hosted, nigga, I was struggling. You did good. I was boo boo. But yeah, y'all said I did good. We never did a quotable. We laugh and joke like, yo, this boy did a quote, messed up 52 times. And it's fun. Like it's fun. It's
Season 1 and season 2, if y'all can see.
But we don't really know exactly. First of all, 9 times out of 10, if we don't talk about it, you find something and then you lock in. You have to have a particular voice. You have to look a certain, like all that. We don't do that. We just crack jokes. It's gonna take 52 times. Here we go. We be here till tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not easy.
Yeah, and then like I listened back to episode 1 like a lot. Like B texted me, right? He was like,
it was funny
because he was trying to understand why the fuck we put our very first episode out.
Shout out to B for actually listening again and then asking the question.
Like if you go back to that episode, it was like, what's going on, yo? Welcome to the Black Man Working Podcast. Ding 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 dong. Like that's how I was talking. It was like, and I was just like, ew. And then it was the intro. When I need proof, I pray that I find the truth, and like it's putting them. And I'm just like,
the one you messed up is on my phone to this day.
it is.
When you rap, you like, shit.
So it's like, dog, like that for me. That's enough motivation for us to take this shit to higher heights. But I also need my brothers to have that same insight and energy to go along with me. Like it don't gotta be the same, but the energy of, no, we got this shit. Prime example, season 1, right? I want to say like the 4th episode. At the end when we do our little closing out and shit, Steph was like, fellas, I think we hitting our stride.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, nigga, no the fuck we didn't. We got a shitload of work to work on. Should I have said that? I didn't understand. If you want to elaborate, again,
now,
but
again, if I'm wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. But so episode
it's
1,
like the 3rd or 4th episode.
no, I get you. Episode 1, it's a known fact that we did not know what we were doing.
Episode 1 ain't our episode 1.
Exactly. But even at that, we still did not know what we were doing.
Right.
Right? So between 1 and let's just say 4, by the time we got to 4 on up, you can see the shift in all 4 of us. You can see the shift. I think we're hitting our stride. We started to get comfortable. I'm not saying that we because bro, episode like season 2, like every season is better and better, right? But when you hitting that stride, it's like, oh, we getting comfortable here. we're flowing together, but it just sounds better. Go back, and I know you're gonna do it. Go back and listen to the first 5 episodes and tell me that you didn't see a difference by the time. And I don't know if it was 4 or 5, but the moment he said it, it was like I started thinking. 'Cause I remember when he said it, I said, "Oh snap!" I went back. I don't never go back. I went back and started listening again to catch the stride of what she was talking about. You got to catch it, bro.
And it also felt.
Was I wrong?
No, and it also felt.
And I'm 3 for 3.
It also felt good as far as.
Give it Tally.
But it also felt good being able to, like, pick off of the rotation,
right?
And knowing who's going to say what, and being able to flow and piggyback off of each other. That's what I was talking about as far as stride. Like, it felt comfortable.
It felt authentic.
Like, yeah, it didn't feel like. While y'all talking, thinking to myself, all right, what I'm gonna say,
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was just, or you know how now I can be like, let me elaborate on that, or let me ask you a question to piggyback off of that
before someone asks you to do it.
Like,
exactly.
I don't. That's not needed anymore. Like, I can just, all right, this is your mindset, X, Y, Z. What do you think about it? Like, it's more flowing now. I feel more comfortable doing this compared to the first 3 pilots that we did, and
every pilot was trash.
And then finally,
and the fact that we can label those as pilots, that's go ahead. But that was part of the reason why maybe I looked at our stride in a different stratosphere.
But yeah, it just felt different. It felt good to be able to. Cause I feel like that was the first episode there where it was just like seamless. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we had a little mess ups that we normally do in the beginning, but other than that, it was just seamless. We'd be able to piggyback off each other. We were able to just flow. That's what I mean by stride.
Right. So maybe I was thinking in its entirety, and
No, he right about that. These Jones be like moving on their own.
sometimes we can pull the cord, like when we like with our leg or something like that. You stupid. But yeah, I was thinking in its entirety. Like, do I personally think we hit our stride? No, I think with me, I think when we hit our stride is when.
Real quick.
No, I think we'll hit our stride when we can come in here and not have to worry about shit. Because right now, we still got shit to worry about. If you want me to elaborate, I can elaborate. Or
I don't want you to elaborate, but I never want to get to a point where we don't have nothing to worry about. I feel like there should always be something we should have
this is what I mean. This is what I mean by that.
Okay.
So now I do got to get into it to elaborate on that. B provided us with a great opportunity to come here, right? Mm-hmm. But we still got shit that we worrying about in the background.
Correct.
We still want to get that neon light joint fire to enhance the viewership. We still got to get $3,000 worth of shit to enhance the viewership. Some shit that we still got to worry about.
We still got to worry.
We got a fucking $300 bill that we got to worry about. See what I'm saying? That's so once we, and that's not saying once we get that done it'll be like we ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah, our worries get bigger. The little shit that we can take care of, that's when once we take care of the, and I ain't saying $3,000 is little. Like, we all work, we got jobs and shit. You trying to get a crib, I'm trying to get a crib. You trying to get, like, we trying to get real shit done. So I ain't saying like,
I'm about to say, I know I ain't got 3 racks in the bank.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, dog, like we got the worries that we can take care of as a group. Once we get those worries out the way, that's when I think we'll hit our stride. Because we could come in here and tunnel vision on a topic or something, whatever we do. Once Steph hit that button, we lock in.
So
once that button go off, we got to worry about the worries that we have. So once we don't worry about the worries that we can take care of, that's when I think we'll hit our stride, because it's a good sense of comfortability.
I think, and this is a gift and a curse. I love it, but I hate it. Because I feel like no matter where we get, you're always going to want us to be better, which is fine. I love that. But I also feel like certain times, certain situations, you're too hard on yourself. I push me. Like we talked about this. We talked about it the other day. Push me. I'm gonna push y'all. I want y'all to push me. But I feel like what me and Steph consider a small wins, you be like, yeah, nigga, go ahead, dunk it. Like, prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
You think so?
Listen,
Yeah.
I got you. Listen, Shaq and his dad, right? Shaq got the ball. He was a young boy. Turned around, laid the ball up. He missed the layup. Dad told him, come to the side. Now, Shaq been a dominant player when he was younger. Next to no. I'm sorry. He laid it up. He always laid it up. And then at one time, he just dunked the ball out of nowhere. And his pop was mad because he felt like he was showboating. And Shaq said his dad smacked the shit out of him.
I do remember that, yeah.
Right. I feel like our small wins are accomplishments, right? But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you knew and know more about the podcast than we do, like podcasting, period. So your vision, right? And I think this is where some of the conflict may come in.
Can you lift your mic back up, please?
I'm sorry. I moved up. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. Can't take me serious. I'm sorry. So, yes, we have a collective vision, right? Yes, we have individual vision for this pod as well. However, you set the bar here, right? Where our bar may be like here, which is fine because the goal is to get to here, right? But the time frame in which you want to get to here and the time frame in which we want to get to here, because you got more of the knowledge, is like, yeah, this nigga tripping, but all right, we moving. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where some of the, because like, again, in the way you broke down the stride, I get it. I hear you. I think the stride is great now. Can it get better? Yes. Did we find our stride? Yes. But we got different definitions of what the stride is.
Right, so that's when we
like, and I feel like, because, I mean, contrary to popular belief, we do this, yeah, it's fun, yeah, it's a hobby, yeah, it's therapeutic, but like you said, it's a $1 billion industry, right?
And it's obtainable.
And I got you.
Not an easy way of obtaining, but
you are right.
It's like when you really sit down and think about it, like, bro, we can obtain, and that's probably with anything. Like a nigga who was 500 pounds and now he's fucking 220. Like he's probably looking at it the same way. Like, nigga, all you had to do was change your mindset of eating, and it's obtainable. So yes, like depending on what it is, like, or depending on who you are, you can anybody can look at anything and be like, dog, it's obtainable. I lost 300 pounds. Like, it's obtainable. So you know what I mean?
And don't get offended, right? But I play too much, but I'm kind of serious with this too. You the Joe Jackson of the group.
Get the fuck
I'm gonna come in next week and be like, yo, Joe, you the Joe Jackson of the group.
Ain't no way, bro.
It was nothing wrong with the Jackson 5s, cause they ain't let them do nothing. That's when Michael Jackson grew up and he couldn't do nothing.
He's stupid, yeah.
Michael Jackson, grown ass man, I'm Peter Pan. What? Yo, Uncle Joe, bro, you gotta brace your road, dog.
No, that's not it, man.
Steph?
No, like you said,
So look,
like
Steph, care to elaborate?
Well, Steph is just waiting for him to say what license means.
yeah, I just wanted to build up to it. I mean, that's what the episode was for. The episode was to do that.
I got built. Listen, when you build me up too much, I pop.
I stretch it.
Talking about build up.
So-
Niggas know when they build up too much, they pop.
So after this whole
Too
conversation,
much foreplay.
I didn't want to do it by myself. Like Rome was like, all right, how about this? And this, I fell in love with this. Like when he said it, he was like, all right, how about this? We agree with what you're saying, right? Let's come up with some names. Let's come up with some new names. We come back to the table and we rock out like that. If we find,
Ann said I got the names right. Ann said I forgot it, but I'm gonna go back and get them.
It was three because I think I had 6, but
Before he hit his car, we had the message what the names were.
No, he was in the car. He was at the car.
Bro.
I remember 3, and then the next 2. You know, I'm good with that. Like I rap, so it was basically like writing bars. You know what I mean? So,
You know,
and
intro and outro. When you took the 3
so
seasons,
it was
we
just
got
like I remember the 3 off rip, and once we agreed, the lessons and listen. Cause y'all say this shit enough for me to mess up.
Don't lie to these people. We ain't agree to that.
I was outvoted. I didn't want this. Why? Because then we got to go back and tell people what something mean, and we had to look up our damn selves. Because the only person who would admit was
so. Should I say the other one? The runner up.
I mean, you gonna have a shirt that says it.
No, they gotta wait.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, because they gotta wait.
Okay.
All right, so it was. I came to the table with 5, right? And
you ain't right.
This one was actually losses, lessons, and listen. So when I thought about it, it was like everybody. Depending on who you are, you look at lessons you look at losses as a learning lesson, right? Some people don't. Some people look at it as failure, but depending on who you are, that's what you look at it as. After you get that, you lose, you get that lesson. Listen is how agile you move after you get that lesson. How content, how passionate, how stern, how devoted you are after you to take that lesson and to move forward in life and let that be the so Wu-Tang reference, your liquid sword for my Wu-Tang fans out there. Like, and it be a shield for you. So when I was thinking about it, and then Steph was like, did you say it or I said it? Take losses off. You said it?
That was you, bro.
You sure?
We was just here for the pod, bro.
I was like...
But then when you took it off, when you did the promo, when you did the video for the merch, that's when... So we had a conversation before, and then once you broke it down, I said, well, technically, losses can be a lesson depending on how you look at it. That's where you got that from.
Right.
Yeah.
Steph was like, yo, lessons and listen would be more marketable. And the runner-up, I actually picked the runner-up, but then I was like, no, I like this one because the runner-up still kind of puts us in a box.
No, it doesn't.
A tiny bit.
But I bet if I was Rick, you would agree with me because you always agree with Rick.
I hate this dude. Yeah. So, this is why I said a little bit the conversation we just had with Monty.
About the shirt? About the color?
Because the phrase outside of man.
But how do we fix it?
We did fix it, but that's why I said a little bit because that phrase outside of man is still a human thing.
Got it.
And we made it a man thing. See what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's still, yeah. I mean, and she even said it. I was thinking about it a little bit, like but I ain't want to say nothing. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but we came up with this and we rocked out with it, and then once I came with the logo, and not saying my fault. Not saying the past logo we had with us three with the rings in the middle, that was like it was corny. I liked it. I did like it. I fucking paid my money for it. Like. So, or I put my money in for it.
You put your money into the LLC with the name that you ain't like though. So clearly you pay for anything, huh? Sorry.
So I was just like, all right, like, let me not simple in the sense of basic, but simple in the sense of grown. And when you look at the old logo, it's cartoon. It's cartoon. How you say it? Cartoonerized? How you say it? Or just cartooned?
Cartoon is fine.
It's cartoon. So it's like, and you can't do much with that drawing. Like, it could get a bit cheesy if you want to just plaster that shit all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like it literally got to just be one. If it's multiple, it might look a little crazy. But with one, you gotta have one. There's not too much merch ideas you can do with it. Like, it's not like a joint that you could put on a billboard for real. Like, it's just like too. It's too
too gaudy.
Yeah, I don't want to say gaudy because it's cartoon. I don't know the right word.
But I also feel like what we use, I mean, it is, you know, shit's in the past. We could have used the original picture for billboard purposes and stuff like that.
We
So
could
it could
have.
have been like the
We could
original
have.
picture, and then in the small corner, it could have been the cartoon because people gonna look like, oh, who's this? They know it's by the cartoon, right? By the real picture. Oh, this these things really look like because they don't follow us on YouTube and watch our stuff. They wouldn't know what we look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but production company coming soon, so you know.
But yeah, it was just like this time around. Let's just see if like it could be simple but grown.
Yeah, it's more so like one of those simple but elegance. Like when you look at
Yeah.
when you see the Tesla T, you like, okay.
You know what that
Tesla
joint
T
is?
not sexy,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So like
I got you.
I was just like, all right, bet. Like, and then like, and I guess like the flashiness in me, I guess was just like
Yeah,
the,
let's talk about it.
I guess the swag in me was like, let me see if I could make this joint like
Grown.
a pendant. Like I could make this shit a chain. You know what I'm saying? Like the old logo, you can't make no chain. I don't want y'all faces on my.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah, like, but this, like, you know how Usher had the U and independent,
Okay,
like,
well,
it's.
this joint might be a new Rockefeller chain.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that till you said it.
So I
I'm
was just like, yeah, I mean, when that time come, like, if this is, yeah, I mean, worthy enough to be put on the chain, like, let me see
BMF
what's.
chains. Call it me.
See what I'm saying? Like I'm just
That
like,
big dumbass chain. I hate that chain.
that shit look crazy though.
Grandma give me that chain.
You know what I mean? So I was just like, let me see. And then we came, I pieced together the logo, like, yo, y'all like this? And I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, they ain't gonna like this shit. And then Rome was like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That John's sexy. Like it's like, it's straight to the point. Like it's grown. And I'm like, look at God.
I hate you.
I don't
bro.
remember what you, I'm sorry. I don't remember.
I literally said it was elegant and sexy.
You did say elegant. Yes, that's the exact word you used. Yes. Yeah, so I was just like, oh, thank God. Like, cause I was scared. I was like, I don't know what the fuck else I'm gonna think about if I like. So when y'all liked it, I was just like, this is dope. And then Monty approved it too. She was like, no, this is dope. This is like straight to the point. It's this hard. I like this. I was like, all right, bet. And I took a little trip. We had a conversation. I took a trip somewhere. Go holler at somebody in particular. You know what I mean? He gave me some good ideas. Brought it back to the squad. Squad approved. Main man popped up on his socials and he gave a little opportunity. I brought an opportunity back to the game. Yo, we gotta do this. We're having the game. We made that shit happen. So we got some good shit coming for y'all. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Gotta pop my shit a little bit.
And when we say stay tuned, you have to really pay attention.
It's facts.
Like, you have to. You know I get serious when I look at the camera. You really have to pay.
Dude, though, like, I realized that this is
But what's funny
Because
was
they're going to miss it. I'm
because
telling
what's
you, they're
funny-
going to miss it.
only one person said something about my hair, bro. And I think it was B.
Word.
He was
Brian?
like,
Oh, yeah.
He
He
like, you
did,
got a baldy, bro? He's like, when did it start getting baldy?
Yeah, so.
Because
yeah,
Steph
I
is
mean,
doing like, there it is. Gio said, welcome to the team.
yeah, so, yeah, I mean, we had, again, man, I think my biggest takeaway from this was the accountability and the urgency aspect that we had to embark on prior to season 3 coming out. So from December 16th, 17th to last week, like that's I love what we accomplished. It felt good. And I feel like I always said it, like season 1 I said season 1, man, we ain't gonna, like, season 2 gonna be decent, but I think season 3 gonna be the one. And yeah, I mean, we could check out more stuff on our future goals list. So
It's facts. I'm not gonna lie, yo. I absolutely cannot wait for the things to come through that are coming through.
yeah, so,
Can't wait for the things that come through that's coming through.
You
Yeah, I
wanna know
mean,
what we talk about? Too bad.
but I mean,
Pay attention.
and
Follow
I can't
us
wait
on-
for, I
on-
can't wait
on
for
the
the
socials.
secondary
You
joint
might
that we
see
were
it,
already
you
talking
know?
about, yo.
what'd you say?
The secondary thing that we was already talking about, the alteration.
Yes.
I cannot wait for those either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Y'all got anything else y'all want to add?
no man. Listen, season 3 is gonna be. I think it's gonna be the best season yet. I really do. I have some things in store that I've been working on. Actually, you guys will see it next time we pod.
Oh man.
Because I've been watching some podcasts and I got an idea of some things I'm gonna do going forward. So
So did we agree on the idea that 1 week we switch it up?
no,
a couple
fuck that.
weeks?
I'm not doing that because I got some shit. Got some shit. All right, got some shit. Trust believe because like Aim used to say, y'all niggas need to do your homework.
He's gonna shut me down. That. You know what?
I didn't used to say that for no reason.
I was doing my homework. In the off-season. Listen, in the off season you work on some shit.
We are not little no more.
Listen.
Come
I
on.
was working on some shit in the off season. So believe, trust and believe.
Little ass cold world.
So you think you was the only person that was working on some
Hey, talk your shit, chef.
season, bro?
Talk your shit, chef.
What was you working on off season?
That actually was working on the off season?
Yeah. Talk your shit, chef.
Maybe you did, maybe you
Because on
didn't.
the off season, I got the most content.
Oh,
You did.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You did.
So don't come in here with the mentality of like, 'cause I feel like it's about to be real Westbrook and KD-ish, and I don't like that.
Can it be Westbrook? Can it be Katie and Harden, bro? I don't want to be Westbrook.
No, because when they used to go, they used to clash. Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that you put it out there like only you was working though.
Oh no, I
didn't
wasn't
like
the only person that was working.
that. I was about to say.
I was working in the darkness.
I mean, never mind.
Is this what you want? Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for them to.
What I tell you the other day?
What?
You don't need to listen. You turned it to me. We just talked about the other day.
We've been talking about a lot of
See
shit.
what I'm saying?
It's been a rough week, man.
Got a question.
What?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Nigga, I ain't know that answer since I was 5.
He was running from the colonel.
That's your final answer.
Yeah, I know.
Because
Fuck out of here. I was nice, but yo, follow the game at TH.
I was working on that one, baby.
I'ma have Hero do that shit.
You gonna get it? You get it?
I get it.
yeah, I
but
get it.
That was a fucking dad joke.
I'ma have Hero say that shit in school. I promise you I will. I promise you I will.
That was a dad joke beyond dad joke, bro.
Woo! He gonna tell me what he working on in the off season. Man, I was waiting for that joke. I just forgot to do it last week.
This nigga was working. He's working on dad jokes
What?
all season.
Got a couple joints.
This nigga was working on dad jokes.
Oh shit, man. Follow the gang at TA. I was about to say follow the gang at BMF. Nerd. Follow the gang at THELNLPOD on all social media platforms and YouTube, man. We coming back. We are back. We are back for season 3 is in full effect. Next week we will be getting to the real topics. We gonna get back to it, man. Let y'all know what we working on. Follow your boy ANT_N.I.C.E on all social media platforms. No, Twitter is ANT_nice215. I'm sorry. Chef.
Twitter is who_wings.
Who
Instagram
got wing? And he still got them.
still got him.
Keep coming with new flavors. This nigga better than. Who the fuck is Wingstop? Who the fuck is East Coast Wings? This nigga got 19 flavors. I don't know nobody got 19 flavors.
Wingstop is nasty.
Wingstop is low overrated, but you know.
I mean, Chef Rome ain't overrated.
He's not.
And he ain't underrated. You know he is? A nigga rated the greatest. Oh, that's a bar.
It's definitely a bar. Thank you for that.
No problem. Rated the greatest. Rated the greatest. I come with
Chef
the latest.
Rome.
I got the Chef Rome.
Chef Rome.
Placing I ate it.
89.
Ooh.
No, I think that's wrong. No, that is right. I think that's right.
Chef Rome _89, right?
Let me see. Yeah, I was right. I got it right for once. Business page is The Roman Way. Listen, follow us on our pod page for TikTok. It's where the content will be coming out, the consistent content that we're trying to get back into it. Ant got his Maestro Mondays.
Now that I actually have revealed that I have a bald head, I'll actually be doing a lot more. I was just waiting because I didn't have a hat then.
Right.
So, and I didn't want to walk around the house with a fucking Eagles beanie on just to do the Jones. So,
Yeah, I'm tired of that Eagles beanie.
And even at that, like even if like watching our content and there's some stuff that you guys want us to do, listen, let us know. We'll do it. I got some stuff in the tub. Everything ain't for everybody just yet. Just because you don't see it, that don't mean we ain't doing it.
Chef Rome got some shit for the summer?
Do I have what?
Some shit for the summer?
All the time.
You want to wait or you want
I mean, I can
to
tell
wait till we get a consistent
No,
75, 80
no,
degree
that's
weather?
cool. This summer, I'm tapping into my barbecue game, so it's gonna be some briskets, it's gonna be some wings, it's gonna be some grill items. I'm gonna have them Jones ready to go. I'm gonna spend a couple of days out of the week, if not just weekends alone, just getting that stuff situated. Y'all know I come up with a new sauce every summer. I don't have it just yet, but I'm working on it. Still got a couple of events.
gotta ask you a question. You gonna have the Uncle Slides on when you cook?
No, Under Armour don't make them.
No, I'm talking about the slides, bro.
The slide,
The
slippers.
shoes with the
Under Armour
with the
don't
socks?
Under Armour don't make them.
Under Armour. Wait, what?
The slides that
Oh,
you talking about.
No, I'm
Okay,
talking about
well,
the
Under Armour, you gotta get with Chef Rome so you
I'm
come with
talking
some.
about the open toe, the closed toe.
And
He said Under Armour don't make
So you
them.
only
So
cop
that
only
mean
on
yeah.
flip
So
flops,
Under
yes, 'cause
Armour.
they got the,
matter
what
of
you call
fact,
it? They got the
Steph,
memory foam.
ain't Steph Curry a billionaire from Under Armour now?
Steph-
Don't he got
Steph
stake in?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
but no, but it's
Or
okay.
do he like
no,
own
it's
like
okay.
10% or
No,
something?
I don't care about that because my man Joel Embiid about to win MVP and he was Under Armour too.
Oh, that's in the crib. Yeah, JoJo, you need some wings.
First off, I know bitch. But yeah, I
Steph.
definitely got some. I got some stuff coming out this summer, man. I got a couple things in the tuck.
Got you,
Got some-
Steph.
Got some girl fish.
Definitely, bro. You been watching me? You been watching me, bro? Listen, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm looking in the camera again. I'm gonna tell you now. This summer, it's going to be some platters, and I don't want to hear y'all complain about the prices because it's some fresh fish, and I go fishing too. It's fresh fish, and it's going to be good. So holla.
Sailing now.
What?
It better be.
Better be what?
Just better be a platter, nigga. That's all.
Y'all seen it. Ant came over and had some. You ain't want to eat that.
Yo, that chicken was good as shit. I'm a bitch though, you know. I don't like
I just want you
spicy
to know.
shit.
You don't like anything spicy.
I can say this on the pod because I can fight.
No, that shit was out of pocket. That shit was out of pocket.
It was a little enhanced because it was done on the grill.
A little.
A little enhanced.
Oh yeah, okay.
However, me and my wife was beefing because all them niggas that came over was greedy, and she offered all them niggas food. She said, "I thought you made it for y'all." I was like, "No, babe, I made that for us. That was supposed to get us through the week. You done offered these greedy niggas food." Oh wow! So by the time you came in, I was like, "Damn, Steph, we got food." Like, wasn't even like she's like, "Y'all want something to eat? Go and get it." Steph, we got food. If you're hungry, he said, "I'm not hungry." I was like, "Yes."
Went from all week, just 2 days.
Next day I had fish. I didn't want this fish no more. But yeah, Steph.
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Hmkage, H1MKAGE. Also, shout out to my new hires, Shelby and Tiberius. I put them on the pod. They should be listening to the pod soon. I gave them the information and stuff like
If they
that.
don't listen, make sure.
Oh, if they don't listen, they're gonna get fired. I'm gonna make them felony.
No, I don't want you to do that. Just take back your shout out. That's it. Just
All right,
take it back.
facts. I'll just take back the shout out.
Oh, your guys in swimming classes too.
Hey, serious question before we go. I'm serious again. Like I'm really serious. You know how to swim?
I'm not flute.
Yo.
No, that's the deadest thing I know how to float.
Yeah.
I'm looking for somebody to take swimming lessons with me. Like no,
With?
like, no.
Take T-Y with you then.
First, he can't help me.
You said with.
Well, when you're in the water,
like
bro,
adults.
your weight is like cut in half.
T.Y. play too much and I play too much. I'm gonna throw him in the water and be like, please don't dive. I can't tell you daddy that I drowned you. No. No, it was like I really want to take swimming. Like I be going on cruises and stuff, and like, bro, if that joint go down,
It's never
Ball
good.
game.
I mean, it's ball game, but the way the ship is made, there's no way it's gonna go down. This is not Titanic. This is not back in the day.
Man, anything can fucking happen out here. I'm not trying to hit none of that shit. We done had fucking pandemics, all types of shit. People could create some shit. Man.
Create shit. If it's gonna be a plane, I mean, is somebody gonna blow up the cruise?
At the end
Yo,
of okay,
man.
so let's just say
Do you
hypothetically.
know the life shit that we done seen in our generation?
yeah, I'm just saying.
I got a hypothetic. A plane crashes. and lands in the
Hypothetical,
water.
nigga.
no, I got a hypothetic. I told you I was working. Got a hypothetic. Say shit wrong intentionally.
All right, what's up?
The plane goes down, right, and it hits the water. Nobody is dying unless that joint is in pieces, right? Let's just say it's one of them mechanical ferries. You got it's an emergency landing, and we in the water. I feel like I should know how to swim,
I get
just
you.
in the event in which something happens, and then the plane just goes underwater. I should learn how to swim at 34 years old. I should have been learned.
Fair enough.
What if I
more
got
so.
here? So my youngest godchild, he gonna outswim me?
I'm more so scared of, like, you know, when like big shit go underwater, the water goes like that, but you got to make your way back up, but the water is still pushing you down. So I need to lose weight so I can hold my breath a
But they
little
say
more.
to
Here we
convert
go.
that you're supposed to swim down and then back up.
I'm the
I gotta
big shit.
hold my
that goes
breath long
underwater.
enough.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I give you.
Yeah, I gotta hold my breath long enough. to do
Yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
the big shit that has to go underwater. So with that being said, I need to know how to swim.
I can swim underwater, but I can't hold my breath long enough. I maybe got 39 seconds.
That's a long time.
That definitely is.
I
a
didn't
long
get
time.
worse. I lost weight, so it might be 49 now. But I'm just saying, like,
Yo, when people talk about swimming underwater and about to drown, the only thing I can think of, if y'all remember back in the day, remember this when Sonic the fucking water boards. Like, yeah, and then you just But anyway,
I still need to learn how to swim. Why?
because